I made a new rocker panel extension for the Impreza. It is similar in profile to a 22B, but it is not exactly a copy. The reason I did this is that I believe that Subaru would not have put the very special 22B body kit on another car. They would have made something different, just as the Impreza, WRX, and STI all have different rocker panels. If Subaru had built a hatchback version of the 22B, it would have been called maybe the 20B or the 18B or 26B, depending on what, or 25B, depending on what engine they put in it. So it would have had some subtle differences, I think. So I built a slightly different rocker panel than the 22B, and unlike the 22B, I am using an original wheel arch. The reason I'm doing that is that there's approximately 1/2 inch on the wheel arch that is flat. The 22B does not have that little corner mark, so the whole wheel arch curves right into the fender. This one has an accent line, and I'm going to keep that, so it will give it a slightly different, unique look. I added a piece of metal to start the wheel tub. I will continue the wheel tub up here, but it's going to be a little bit different. This part is flat, and up here I have to build a curve to where the wheel arch is even with this rather than even with this. So I also cut through the structural member up here and took out about 1/4 inch and pie cut and moved the whole thing up to allow me to have more tire clearance. Most of these cars run 17s on them. I'm probably going to run an 18, and I'd like to be able to get a tire that's tall enough that basically my car is geared right to where I can do 140, 150 in the quarter in 4th gear, maybe in 3rd gear if I can get a tall enough tire. So added more clearance this way so that I could put that bigger tire and still have the car sit where I want. So after I build the rest of the wheel arch, I am going to start on the lower part of the fender, and I still have to build the edge of the fender that goes against the B-pillar. So today it'll be lower fender, B-pillar completion, and then I'll work on all the details, but the flare at the top of the fender is going to be the very last thing. And I'm not even sure if I can do it the way I'd like because I don't have an English wheel, and part of the theme of doing all of these projects is these are very DIY friendly things with a limited amount of tools. I have a welder, angle grinders, hammers, bench vise, cheap stretcher shrinker, and there's really nothing fancy yet. I have a pipe bender or a tube bender from one of the better companies, and I haven't used it yet on this build. I probably will, but I'm not really making DIY videos that are more advanced than a real DIYer could do. So all of this could be done by anybody who has an angle grinder and a welder, and some planning. It's mostly the planning, the thinking about it before doing it, that is making it happen. So that's my random rant.